doing a track today that I really been wanting to react to, just because of the fact that I'm a huge fan of Tupac. And I know when I started thinking about, like, when I listened to this song earlier, it really started bringing back a lot of, like, strange emotions that really were relatable to what's going on in America today. And you know what? I'm not reacting to this song for any kind of reason or making any kind of statement or anything like that. I just feel like this song's dope and I love it a lot. So I listened to it and I was banging it, my head was rocking, and I realized, damn, Tupac is one of many men to predict our future and things we need to do to make it right. So, you know, this Tupac Changes. I appreciate you guys for coming back. I'm gonna react to it regardless of the climate. I appreciate you being here.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, killing, he's a hero. Get it to the kids who the hell care.
See, it's stuff like that. Cops kill a brother, they a hero. Like, I mean, damn. Is that really true? I really hope that's not true in the police community. I don't believe that it is. I don't really think that all cops are bad cops. But I think there's, you know, they say you're only as good as the people you hang out with. So if good police officers hang out with shitty police officers, that's why you're getting judged as a whole. Right? Same as me. If I'm walking down the street with a bunch of gangbangers, you're going to arrest us all and assume I'm a gangbanger, right? So if that's what it is, that's what it is. But I feel when Pac says that, you know, that means this came out like 90 something. You know, after he died, this was a compilation of, you know, flows that he had already recorded. So that means it was 1990 something. So he was already thinking it, and I'm sure other people back in the past were thinking about it before he was. It's just been too long. Like, when does this stop? Seriously. Like, I know there's black cops, there's brown cops, there's all kinds of different cops, but damn, when are y'all gonna just say this is enough? It's enough of this. And it might not be the police department, maybe it's the governor, maybe it's something, but well, I guess we can't trust our politicians either, so I don't know how that's gonna change, but you know, Pac saying there ain't no changes, bro.
Pull a trigger, killing, he's a hero. Get it to the kids who the hell cares. One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them, don't let them deal with brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brothers, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of 2 distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I let it go back to when we played as kids, but things changed. That's the way it is. Come on. That's just the way it is.
So I guarantee you, all of us would love to go back to when we were kids, where we didn't care about anything. Like, the only thing we cared about was when the street lights went out and Mama said, and said, "Come home." That's the only thing we cared about. You know, but if you feel that, I hope you feel that lyric the way I feel that lyric, is that if we could just never grow up and never have to face diversity and challenges, it seems like everything would be better. But the fact of the matter is, we do have to grow up. We do have to face diversity. And part of that diversity is racism or like injustice. That's just a damn shame. Like, how does it still go this way? I have no idea. But you know, I'm breaking up a song that I really love. Like, I love this song just to knock my head to it, but I'm really knocking my head these days.
So when we played as kids, but things changed. That's the way it is. Come on. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's
That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
Hear me.
I want to be, only way I've been practicing my whole life to live my life is to be responsible for what I do. I don't know how to be responsible for what every black male did. I don't know. Yes, I am going to say that I'm a thug. That's because I came from the gutter and I'm still here.
I see no changes, all I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. We under, I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the wasted. Take the evil out the people, they'll be acting right. Cause both
Look, you see the way Pac walked out of that courtroom like a straight gangster. Like he had his chain all the way on the back of his shoulder. This dude. So Pac had a lot of energy. You know, he was an extra special dude that just didn't give a shit what people thought. And that's one of his best attributes is that he just didn't care. He said what was on his mind. And a lot of the shit he said was intelligent. You know, not all of it, but most of it. So when you look back on a guy like this, the reason why he was, you know, so popular for what he did was because there was intelligence behind what he said. Yeah, he fronted thug life. He did all that. But that's the way he felt. And people still respected him. People still respect him to this day. Like what he was saying is that, look, you're holding me down and I'm breaking free. So here I go, limping hard as hell out this courtroom, chain over my shoulder. This dude, man, you gotta love Pac, man. If you don't, there's something wrong.
evil out the people, they'll be acting right. Cause both black and white and smoke tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. It takes skill to be real time to heal each other. And although it seems evident, we ain't ready to see a black president. It ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with black.
What do you think, man? Imagine if Pac was alive and he saw Barack Obama voted into office. You know, what would he say? Because he's right, we weren't ready to see a black president. Because the country is still embedded with racism. So even, you know, and I'm not political, but I'm going to say it anyway. When Barack Obama got voted into office, I've never heard so many mad white people talking shit about a president that worked hard to get to where he was, right? And he was a good president, in my opinion. I mean, compare him to what we have now. That's a brain scratcher, isn't it? I mean, damn, I would vote 3 times to get him back into office instead of this hotel owner that we have. Keep it real, people. You know what I'm talking about. But don't get mad at me because I don't appreciate the political situation of our country. It's not my fault. I voted.
Don't conceal the fact, the penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks. But some things will never change. Try to show another way, but you're staying in the dope game. Now tell me what's a mother to do. Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. You gotta operate the easy way.
I made a G today,
but you made it in a sleazy way. Sell it back to the kids.
I gotta get paid.
Well, hey, well, that's the way it is.
Come on.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
Hear me.
You know what's really crazy about this track is that this was some track from back in the day, and I think that original track was about racism too, which is crazy. I might be wrong. I'm not an official expert on like old school music, but the way it is a song from an old school white artist, and I feel like it was based on racism too. Call me out if you know the truth. Put it down in the comment section so we can chop that up a little bit and talk about it. But you know, so like I said before, this song was made after Tupac was killed. So this is a compilation of different recordings that he had in his library, and somebody put it together. I'm not sure who it was. Obviously, the hook's made by Talent. I'm really not familiar with Talent, but you know, it's crazy that somebody decided, well, this is a good compilation of Tupac verses that relate to this hook called Changes. You know what I mean? That's pretty genius in my opinion, because it goes together so well. And when I hear it, makes me emotional. Like, I look on America right now in this situation that we're in, and I can't understand what the fuck is wrong with us. Like, how are we still holding color of skin against people? Like, how the fuck is that possible? I just don't get it. I've thought of so many different ways to try to break it down and try to understand it, but I was not raised racist, and so I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand why, and this goes for everybody. Like, I don't understand why black people sit in their room and hate white people. I don't understand why white people sit in their room and hate black people. I don't understand why brown people hate yellow people, and so on. I could go on all day. I just don't get it. Like, we're just people, right? Together, walking around on this stupid planet all day, living this life that we're so embedded in. I don't get it. So, like, that's tough for me to figure out. And I hope I'm going to get judged too hard on that, because who the fuck am I? I'm just LucciLand Lexx. Whatever, though. Like, I just don't understand racism. So I guess the point is, it's crazy how somebody put these words together to this old school track about racism, and then we're still talking about it. This came out in the 90s, and in 2020, it's more relevant than it was. It's as relevant as it was back then.
Oh yeah.
Hear me. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Oh yeah. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
You gotta make a change.
Rap star and actor Tupac
Tupac Shakur was riding in his black. The 25-year-old rapper had long been criticized.
is also charged with
Today, hundreds of underage outside the nation as well as schools pay their respects to the slain rapper.
not guilty.
To survive. And still I see no changes. Can a brother get a little peace? It's war on the streets and a war in the Middle East. Instead of war on poverty, they got a war on drugs so the police can bother me. And I ain't never did a crime, I ain't happy.
So let me stop right there and just point out how great of an actor Tupac was too. I just saw the scene from Juice where he played. Why can't I remember his name? Damn it! Shit, I don't know why I can't remember his name, but he played a great character in Juice. He was good in Poetic Justice, and he was in a few other movies too that they're kind of under the radar. But Tupac was multi-talented. Like, this dude just had skills. He went to a ballet school when he was a kid. Like, this dude knows everything. But he's had a life. He had a life that was filled with a lot of different levels of education on different things. And when I look at him and I see him, it makes me sad, because it's like, damn, why did this man die so young? And I feel like a lot of artists, like good artists, have that story. If you can look at, I'm not going to compare him to other, artists that have died at a young age, but I'll say if you really Google it, you'll see a lot of good artists die at young ages. And it's just sad that we didn't get a chance to see them fully grow into what they were going to be. But he's so inspiring to me. Even when I'm sitting here watching this video for the 897th time, and he's just as inspiring as he was the first time I heard
A war on poverty. They got a war on drugs so the police can bother me. And I ain't never did a crime I ain't have to do. But now I'm back with the box, giving it back to you. Don't let them jack you up, back you up, crack you up, and pimp smack you up. You gotta learn to hold your own. They get jealous when they see you with your mobile phone. But tell the cops I can't touch this. I don't trust this. When they try to rush, I bust this. That's the sound number 2. You say it ain't cool, but mama didn't raise no fool. And as long as I stay black, I got a stage strap. And I never get to lay back, cause I always got to worry about the payback. Some buck that I roughed up way back, coming back after all these years. Right-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. That's the way it is.
So my mistake. So he didn't go to ballet school. I said ballet school. He went to a performing arts school. Apologies to Tupac and his family and everybody. But, either way you look at it, this guy was always trying to get educated. He was always trying to be better. And I think I think it's a big deal that people don't recognize, like, because he made the album Thug Life, and everywhere he went, he had Thug Life tatted on his stomach. He would throw up Thug Life everywhere he went, and I think people mistake that for like some kind of ignorance or something. This is a very smart man. He had it laid out. Imagine what you were doing when you were 24. What the hell were you doing? Probably drinking or getting fucked up somewhere. This dude was doing the same thing, but he was also making moves. Like, he was just had so much to offer. Just like every human being on earth has so much to offer. This man had that, but plus he had intelligence and he had skills. You know, he was a poet, he was an actor. He had the ability to do things to get into people's life. And the time that he had here, he used that platform to really try to, you know, help people understand what was really going on. That's admirable to me. I love this song, man. And it just so happens that this song has a lot to do with the moments that we're living with right now in America. Right? Like, there's no reason why this man should have been talking about this, you know, 15, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Well, my bad. 25, 30 years ago, if I really do the math. And we're still talking about it and dealing with it now. And now people are burning cities down instead of, like, us fixing it 30 years ago. I don't know.
Way back, coming back after all these years. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. That's the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah. You're my brother, you're my sister. That's just.
Yo, I think I remembered. I think his name was Bishop in the movie Juice. I'm not sure if that's right, but let me know down in the comment section when I'm getting wrong. But I feel like his name was Bishop in Juice, and he played a great bishop. Or a great role. Maybe I shouldn't say that if it's not right. But he played that role great. Great job, man. Like, Tupac, everything he did with like 100% passion. Or 110 or 150. He really put everything into everything he had and everything he did. And I appreciate that. You know? And if Tupac was alive today, I bet you he would be on the front line right now. Just battling with the government, with the police, you know, our whole justice system, trying to get things fixed. And he would definitely be heartbroken on what's going on right now. Just probably unable to believe how it's still happening. Because in his grave, I guarantee you it's hard to believe what's happening in the U.S. right now. You know, we had a virus that was, you know, that was overshadowed by more police brutality and racism. Back up, Mike. But it's crazy. It's crazy to me.
You're my brother, you're my sister. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Brother, my sister. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
Something will never change.
Well, that wraps up the Tupac Changes video. You know, I appreciate everybody coming. I would love for you to like and subscribe if you appreciate what I'm doing here. Comment down in the comment section and tell me, you know, tell me what I could do better. Tell me what you think about Tupac and the video changes, the song changes, I mean, and, you know, talk about Pac in general. I mean, to me and many people, he's a legend, you know, and will forever be in our lives no matter how old we get. So it was fun to do this. I love listening to the song every time I do it, so, you know, I'm feeling good about that. But, hey, this is another episode straight from LucciLand, and I appreciate you being here. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share it with your homies, all right? Appreciate you.